I'm Chris-Rachael with the Austin Post and Fanboy TV. We are out here with another episode of Made in Austin, and I've got to say, this has got to be the most impressive thing that I have seen made in Austin yet. It is a life-size Starfighter. Can you tell us a little bit about what went into making this?
Well, it took a small group of us over weekends when weather was permitting, over the winter, to get together in a labor of love.
Now, there aren't any plans for something like this. You guys had to just make it all up, right?
We had a little bit of source material.
And by a little bit of source material, you mean?
A couple images on JPEG, on Wikipedia, and a plastic model, and a couple sketches in various planned books or Star Wars books that we were able to put together.
So a tiny plastic model was what you used to make a life-size Starfighter?
Yes. We used that for a lot of the dimensioning. We knew the size of the R2 dome, and from that we were able to measure and extrapolate everything else.
Wow, that is amazing. I understand that you actually recycled a lot of the parts for it as well.
Yes, this is actually a shed.
Really?
This was a shed from one of our builders' backyards. They tore it down and needed something to do with it. So reuse, recycle, new life as a Jedi Starfighter.
So what inspired you guys to start with when you're like, you know what, we've got a shed full of, more accurately, a bunch of parts that used to be a shed. Let's build a Starfighter out of it.
So Book People's Clone Wars camp, a lot of the people involved with this were very involved with that, and they wanted to have a spaceship. It's Star Wars, it's Clone Wars.
You need a spaceship.
You need a spaceship. And so that was the inspiration behind the whole thing. I saw a Facebook post from the person who started this, and figured I could lend some of my mathematic engineering skills to the labor, and this is what we came up with.
This is amazing. So is it mobile enough to take to places, or was it very difficult to get it out here today?
Since this was the first time we actually tried to move it from the shop, it was a little difficult to get it started, but once we figured out the puzzle, once we figured out how to do it.
The life-size Tetris.
Pretty much. And how to roll it from point A to point B without the wheels collapsing. It was actually much easier.
So are you going to be taking it to parades or events or anything along those lines?
In time. Now
It's a little bit precious?
It's a touch. Due to the lessons we learned in getting it here, one of my next projects is going to be making a more mobile method, or a better method to get this moved around.
Okay.
We've been invited to take this to other maker events, and several other events also that we're very excited at getting it there. But in order to make that happen, we have to finish off a few details.
Now, I understand that you are actually not the only one in the world, but the only one in America. Like the Belgians beat you to it with making something like this?
The Belgians have made something similar to this. They've made a land speeder. They've made a snow speeder. There are a couple other things out there. There's a life-size, one of the creatures in life-size Rancor.
But you are the only people at least in America, the Americas, both North and South, to have a life-size, full-scale.
This is the first time that this vessel, this ship, this model, has existed in 3D form, life-size, ever.
Impressive, sir.
Even in the movies, it was only computer-generated.
So about how many man-hours did it take, just with everybody pitching in to make this? Do you have a guesstimate?
If we, all said and told, we estimate it took about a month of actual build time.
So when you say a month, you mean like 24-hour days?
Pretty much, yes.
Wow.
Yes, all said and told, with everybody working on it, like I said, the team of people very dedicated to making this thing work, and without them, it just would not have happened.
So do you have any plans after this for other giant-scale things you want to build?
Oh, we're bouncing around all kinds of fun stuff. We really are.
Are we going to see spaceship battles?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. Again, we're bouncing around a lot of ideas. Some smaller, maybe not this scale, for no other reason than being able to move it from place to place.
Yeah.
As it is, this is standing 22 feet long and 10 feet wide with the wings on. We have to take the wings off so we don't have to get a wide load permit. And it's difficult for us to find a trailer.
That makes sense.
22 feet long. that we can carry it on. So.
Well, this is truly epic, and you guys did a fantastic job with it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.